to get through, it has to be requested 2 years earlier in advance, and it has to be allowed. It has to be approved by the NBA. Even though the franchise did keep their name when they moved from Charlotte to New Orleans in 2002. Charlotte ended up getting a team called the Charlotte Bobcats, which are currently there as well. You have Bulls' Richard Hamilton, looks ready to return against Pistons. You have guard Ray Allen from the Celtics, participated in the Celtics shoot-around Friday. And then you have the old news that Steve Nash, Suns player, would consider joining the Miami Heat. So, yes, these news are sort of outdated. I'm just saying what was said before the games. Because that Ray Allen news, that was before the Timberwolves game, but I'm just reading it and telling you what they said before the game, just in case I didn't mention it. So you guys can be like, oh, he was said, oh, that's good, but he played, but at least have that in mind. So I'm just letting you guys know that. So we're going to have a commercial. We'll come back with some NCAA. So we'll be right back on the SP Show. You know what? You gotta admit that Tim Tebow, what he wants to do is bring the Jets to the top. That's what he wants to do. He wants to make the Jets a playoff team. He wants to be a solid backup quarterback. He wants to be the best backup quarterback in the history of the National Football League. I don't know what to tell you. I just can't be your. I am only a sports show talk show host. The only thing I can tell you is that any guy of the sport that kneels down to prove, I'm not saying that anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that any guy like him is good because he's focused on his work and he's committed to his goals. And if you ask me, he is definitely better than Drew Stanton. Anyhow, Drew Stanton is in Indianapolis. There's just no excuse. Tim Tebow is going to be better than Drew Stanton. We just have to see how much better he is going to be. But that he's going to be better is the truth. Now, if you're going to tell me Tim Tebow is going to be the best backup quarterback in the NFL, you know what I'm going to tell you? It's not happening. Tune in to the SP Show. YouTube.com/user/capital S lowercase p capital S lowercase PORTS capital C lowercase ORNER. YouTube.com/user/SpSportsCorner. Make sure to tune in and subscribe now. The SP Show. Everything sports related and a bit more. Alright guys, and we're back with the SP Show. So, among some NCAA basketball headlines, you have Kentucky's Davis winning the Naismith Player of the Year award. He also won the Wooden Award as well. He's projected to be the first overall pick by the Charlotte Bobcats in this month's NBA draft. No, not this month. I'm confused with the NFL draft. About the NFL draft, we'll look at that later. But you have Kansas coach Self wins Naismith Coach of the Year. Then Kansas's defense helped them defeat Ohio State to advance to the championship game against Kansas. I'll tell you who I want to win that late in a bit. You have Davis and Kentucky defeating Louisville to advance to the championship game. Then you have Mississippi State naming Clemson's Ray coach. You have Washington guard Ross declaring for the NBA draft. Then you have Weber to become Kansas State men's coach. You have Wachik named Charleston's coach. And we're going to analyze this Washington guard Ross. let's analyze how he performed since he's declaring for the NBA draft. Let's see how he performed with the Washington Huskies. Terrence Ross. Let's just see exactly like what his stats were, so we can sort of have an idea where he would be heading. So he averaged a team high 16.4 points this season as Washington won the Pac-12 regular season title and made it to the NIT semifinals, where they lost against Minnesota. He was the only player on the team to reach 30 points, accomplishing the feat twice, and had 9 games of 20-plus points. He says, "I think I'm ready for this. I've matured in the last two years just being in college. I've got a good supporting group around me with my family and close friends, so I think I'm ready for this." He averaged 25 points in 4 games in the NIT before a 68-67 overtime loss to Minnesota ended the Husky season. He still has time to pull us the name out of the draft, but he sounded as if he made his choice. Let's see if he stays in it, and according to the stats, he does sound like a nice pick. I'm not sure where he was projected though. I'm gonna look that up. I don't have that written down, but let's check out where he was projected in the NBA draft. Even though he sounds like a late first round, early second round, so let's see where he's headed. Let's just see. So while I get that information, if I don't get it in time, I'll just give it to you guys like on Twitter or something. But we don't have too much time left. As a matter of fact, I think I'm just gonna have to close the show. But yeah, he's on late first, early second. He can go to some place like Chicago. They might want a player of his category. So to end up, Kansas, Kentucky. That's tonight. I'm gonna go for Kentucky, even though I would like Kansas to win it, but I'm pretty sure Kentucky's gonna win. So Kentucky's gonna be the NCAA champs this season. So that's that. But we'll analyze that on Wednesday. No show tomorrow, so I can get more work and everything. But no show tomorrow. Definitely put on the last episodes up on YouTube. Hopefully today. But thanks for listening. Thanks for being with us. Please like us on Facebook. Check out our page and like us on Facebook. That information is in the first episode, SP Show 33012. It's in the description. Our Twitter is at the SP Show, and then yeah, follow us there. Follow us there. But we'll see you guys on Wednesday for the SP Show. See you guys later. The SP Show.